If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, $125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. $125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and you get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at vinsori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Yep. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is a community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go in the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy our merch.
Buy our merch indeed, and a child shall lead them.
Yes, dear listener. Yes, dear listener. Yes, dear listener. We're doing something that we've never done before. We're doing a deep dive into a specific rapper. We usually do metal songs, hard rock, maybe even like old school rock. Today we're doing something we've never done before. We have covered a rap song here and there, but this is the first time we've dedicated an entire night to a rapper. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming one day we'll have a country day,
and
one day we'll have a jazz day, blah, blah, blah.
And that is thanks to our 2 DJs of the night. We have Negative Vibes, and we also have River up. This actually is the song that River chose. The name of the song, the band, featuring MF Doom. Gorillaz, November Has Come.
This is with Gorillaz. I love the Gorillaz.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. You know that song, Hey Happy. You know, feeling sad, sunshine.
Oh, okay.
In a bag on you. Okay, so I'm very excited for this song.
So
okay, let's do this.
River has said, as part of Negative Vibes' deep dive into Doom, I'm adding to the list a track Doom was featured on. November Has Come by Gorillaz off their 2005, in my opinion, masterpiece, Demon Days. Gorillaz are a project of David Albarn and Blur and artist Jamie Hewlett that puts cartoon characters as the faces of the band. The album Demon Days was a huge project that took in a lot of different collaborators, such as De La Soul and other Doom collaborator on the album, The Mouse and the Mask, Danger Mouse as producer. It was my first real purposeful taste of hip-hop as a teenager. At the time, I was only really listening to nu metal, but their first track, Feel Good Incorporated, was so different I needed the album, and Doom's vocals on the track were so different to rap that I had heard at this time. I was kind of transfixed by the song. November Has Come is a great collab between 2 of my favorite acts, Gorillaz and Doom, and my first real introduction to rap. Alright, that's River, y'all, and we're about to do the song Gorillaz, November Has Come.
November Has Come. Let's do it. Shout out to the big homie Jambi. Jambi in the house.
River, I'm glad you told us that this was like your first, like the way that you worded it. I'm like, okay, now we've got an idea. I'm picturing like teenage River.
I see what you're saying. All right. What was the name of the song again?
The name of it is November Has Come.
There you go.
That means pumpkin-flavored Starbucks drinks.
For white girls. White girl season, baby. Woohoo!
Oh, there's the cartoons.
Slow it down some, no split, clown bum. Your gold hit sound dumb. Hold it now, crown them. Where you found them at? Got them round town. Could've drowned in it. Would've floated, bloated, voted, sugar coated, loaded, hip shooter. Draw for the poor, free coffee at the banks. Hit through the straw, none more for me, thanks. That blanks the roar, that dank sure stank lit. Sank past the pit for more hardcore prank spit. Crank it on blast, roll past Front Street. Blew the whole spot like some old ass with skunk meat. These kids is too fast, juiced off a junk tree. Who could get looser off a crunk or a funk beat?
Something is starting today. Where did it go? Why you want it to be? Where you know November has come. It's gone away. Something is starting today. Where did it go? Why you want it to be? Where you know November has come. It's gone away.
Bah, can you dig it like a spigot? My guess is yes you can, like can I kick it wicked? Lick a shot if you happy and you know it as you clap your hands to the thick snot of a poet flowing. Rope a pen and I'm in. Cope hymen, dope or rhyming, more worth than the whole diamond. Acquired off the black market. A wiretapping couldn't target a jar spit. The rapid fire spark lit. Zit. A rapper bug zapper, and it don't matter after if there's a thug or dapper. Plug your trap or it's maximum exposure. The beast got family members asking them for closure. Send them a gun and tell them clean it. Then go get the nun who said her son didn't mean it. She wore a filled-in thong or billabong and said, nah, for real, I'm a gorilla John.
Something is starting today. Where did it go? Why you want it to be? Where you know November has come. It's gone away. Something is starting today. Where did it go? Why you want it to be? Where you know November has come. It's gone away. It's gone away.
All right. That had a very smooth feel to it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what we're talking about in it, though. We're back to square one. The last one I understood. This one I have no clue.
All right.
I know we heard something about a dirty nun.
Okay, well,
That's all I got.
something starting today. Where did it go? Why you wanted to be? Well, you know, November has come. So, what do you think November means here? That's a very interesting month.
I don't know.
Okay, so according to Raul, it's about a relationship story.
You're kidding me.
It's about a relationship story.
Is that true? Ew, what a disgusting
What do you
fly.
think?
It doesn't sound like it's a relationship one. I feel like you're just saying that because you want to suck me in to try to find something to humiliate myself with.
Oh my gosh, here we go. Here we go.
I don't see how this could be a relationship song, but I really, really don't understand. We're talking about skunk meat.
Slow it down, son. No split clown. Bum. Your old hits sound dumb.
Okay.
Okay.
So he's telling him to slow down because you're...
Yeah, but the rhyme scheme here, even the rhyme scheme here is really complex. Slow it down some. No split clown. Bum. Your old shit sound dumb. So bum is the beginning of the sentence, but it's the end of the sentence under split clown. So he has to do that to match the beat and all the rest of it. Again, techniques that rappers do when you're kind of like a little bit more sophisticated. So I appreciate that. Okay, hold it now. Crown him where you found them at. Get him around town. Could have drowned in it. Would have floated, bloated, voted, sugar-coated, loaded, hip shooter, draw for the poor. Free coffee at the banks. Hit through the straw. None, no more for me, thanks. That blanks the raw. That dank sure stank lit. Sank past the pit for more hardcore prank spit. Crank it on blast, roll past Front Street. Blew the whole spot like some old ass skunk meat. These kids is too fast, juiced off a junk treat. Who could get looser of a crunk or a funk beat? Okay, so this to me, I think one of the things to think through is that with rappers, the verses don't necessarily always have to be like coherent or talking
Okay.
about one particular story.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Like,
All right. Well, yeah,
for
the last
example,
one
that-
we saw, it was a couple different things.
yeah, so it could be a multitude of subjects, but here it looks like people are talking about his style is played out. Because what year did this come out in? This one that he did with the Gorillaz?
I don't think he said, did he? 2005?
2005.
Oh, he did, 2005.
So he's been around for about 6 years, which is like the shelf life for.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're around 6 years in hip hop, that's huge.
Okay.
So if you look here, slow it down some, no split count, bum, your old hits sound dumb. I think maybe that's stuff from people are saying about him and his music, and like, oh, it's played out. So now he's doing something with the Gorillaz, which is
Okay.
kind of like a change of pace, right? Where you found them at, go get him round town, could have drowned in it, would have floated, bloated, coated, voted, sugar coated. Loaded hit shooter draw for the poor. So that right there is pretty crazy because he's basically rhyming everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Floated. So basically, he would have floated a bloated and voted sugar coated loaded hit shooter. Some of this I don't think is necessarily completely coherent, but it's art in the sense that he can make all the words rhyme on top of each other.
Didn't Eminem do that?
Eminem, there's a song I've seen Eminem do this like in a much heightened, more skillful way.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a song, Rap God, he does this like through the entire song.
Yeah, I heard one of the songs where he did that. I wouldn't have been able to tell you what one, but
Yeah, he just gets so like Eminem, like it gets so ridiculous with it to the point where like he's so good at it that it almost loses its awe factor because he's doing it for like 5 minutes straight. So you're not able to blow. It's like when a rap when like a Ingwe Momsteel puts like 5,000 puts like 5,000 notes in 5 seconds. It's like
yeah,
wow, but you know what I'm saying? It's not really that kind of, you know what I'm saying? This right here is talking about, to me, just like smoking some good weed and all the rest of it. And then the kids are acting all crazy and all the rest of it. So that's verse 1. But what was really cool, like, was that like a chill song to you? Like, yo, that's something I could just, like, would just go on a drive to,
yeah,
put that on and like not really.
Yeah, no, you're not trying to figure out the lyrics or like read too much into it. You're just feeling the vibe. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, this is definitely like one of the more vibey songs from him, which
Yeah.
there's only a couple rap groups that do vibe like that well, in my opinion. And I don't know if Gorillaz are really a rap group, but Gorillaz, they incorporate a lot of hip hop elements, but they're always just so cool. Like, it's not hard to listen to, but it's not overly poppy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've never.
That makes any sense?
Like whenever I like a rap song, it's because it has like an aggressive sound to it, which I think is probably why, Montana 300, like some of his stuff, like it has like that sort of aggressiveness to it, where these are really chill. And I mean, I know that it's, my brain, I'll tell you, it's not like Bob Marley, but it had. Did I say that right?
Yeah, Bob Marley. Go ahead.
My mind is like, ugh. Yeah. So it's not like Bob Marley, like that, like to that level. Like when I hear Bob Marley playing, I feel like everybody needs to friggin' stop. We need to get ourselves a hammock. If you smoke, get yourself some of that.
Smoke them if you got 'em,
Smoke 'em
people.
if you got 'em. But this wasn't like to that level. Like it's gonna be that chill. But it was like, okay, let's do something and be chill about it. Like you said, we're gonna drive in the car and just listen
Right.
to this and, just take a long drive, like out to New Hampshire, look at the mountains and stuff while this is just playing chill in the background. So, yeah.
Right. So then, Doom's delivery is kind of laid back but real twisty. Exactly. Like, that's one of the things. Like, he can, if you want to zone out to Doom, you can. I'm not saying this, like, as an authority. I'm saying this as a purveyor of the last 3 or 4 songs that we've heard. If you wanted to just chill and zone out and just vibe, you really can. This actually what's fascinating is listening to this definitely brings me back to New York, but some of this brings me back to New Jersey, which is where we were right before New York.
Oh, okay.
And believe it or not, as far as like our home life, we had a much more difficult home life in New Jersey. As a matter of fact, we never had a home in New Jersey. I was staying with my aunt for 4, 5, 6 months. Then we stayed in the shelter for another 3 or 4 months. So we never had a home in New Jersey. But for some reason, this particular song, the beat and just the vibe, like brings me back to that period. Because we were right on the border of New York. Yeah, it was weird because my older brother like almost idolized New York, and we were like right there, like right close to New York, and he wanted us to go and live in New York and all this. So there was a lot of that vibe, and then like MTV Raps was always on TV. My aunt had cable. We hadn't had cable for the last couple months when we were in Florida, so like it was music like this. It was just like
really
the soundtrack of New Jersey. Yeah,
Huh, okay.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so that's the thing that's like kind of interesting about this guy, the effect that he's having on me. This song is 9.3. This song to me is like way more vibe. Like this, I don't know how to explain it, but vibe is something that you can get. There's a couple rap groups. Talib Kweli is like that. There's a lot of rap groups from like the 90s.
I bet.
Like the mid 90s where like it was just straight vibe. They had saxophone, all that jazz in it. Like, it was
really?
cool
Okay.
shit. Yeah, it really, really was. So
That's
it's getting a 9.3 for giving me those memories, man.
I would give it a 9.3 as well. I like chill stuff. 9.3.
Yeah, Daniel can rap. I want to get on a rap song actually with Daniel. Daniel, let's do some rap songs, bruh. Anyway, you guys stay tuned. Vinny and Daniel may be coming up soon. You never know. We are about to come right back at you with more MF Muff and Doom. Finn out.
Sorry out.
Boom, bitches.
Pony, send that email with all the information so we can just take it from there and put it up.
We shall return. I'm Vin.
I'm sorry.